Game here back with another video, and we are in the All-Star game. So it is we are in the West, and I've got a feeling the West is going to win. I just have a feeling. I don't want to play as Durant.
From the coaches to the players to us here in the booth, I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game
Okay, let's just stop. We can quit the game now. I'm leaving the building.
Alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Anthony Davis is out there with Durant, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Michael Jordan.
What was that?
And it's prime time, and it's the one.
Okay.
And you know, there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game, but to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams they combined for 48 threes.
And here are the East All-Stars now.
And guys, you know, we've had some All-Star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the high post. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Lowry. Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West.
It
was indeed the highest score.
Are you kidding me? That's glitched. LeBron just broke the game.
But that was out of control and made for one heck of a show.
And the West All-Stars have possession.
Yeah, one.
After LeBron James hitting the 3.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Here's Gasol. That's good from 17 feet away. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah,
let's go. Please get in there.
This game. There's no about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Just a great play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
The drive by James. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars, everybody wants to
automatically
be a part
double
of All-Star Week.
And the West All-Stars have possession after LeBron James's miss. DeRozan with the rebound.
And guys,
at least cut me
to last year's All-Star game. I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Powell and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
They've been hanging in there.
And they've got a chance right now to jump on top.
And you know,
what the heck just happened? Did you guys not see that? That was so weird.
I mean, last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominant.
Players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. Malone comes in for Anthony Davis. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden subbed in for Jordan.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently, another train break that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, you know, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounting a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
And stolen by Hayward. Here's the break. It's stolen by Anthony. All with it. Outside Anthony.
No. No.
The kick out to Wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell
Let's
Westbrook.
get buckets.
How about
Time for buckets.
41 points?
No more.
Just one off. Wilt
No
Chamberlain's
more,
all-time record. And I say
no
Russell
more
was a very deserving
slacking.
MVP.
That's what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, look how white my face is. It's so funny.
And the
My
East
face,
All-Stars decide to take their
Look how white it is.
That All-Star game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook
Because
came
the camera.
so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, when Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime, I thought for sure that that record was going to go down.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the West. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Look how fast he is.
One up, one down. 2
job,
points with his
Westbrook.
first shot this game.
Not much in the way of defense being
Yeah, I'm gonna
played
take
here
my camera
early
off.
on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both. Will be
Okay,
conserving their
I am
energy
back.
at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And he gets it to go.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Harden,
And there's such a
the
sense
laser.
of history
The
that
laser.
surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held, and you think back on all the legends of the NBA, they've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
And here is Anthony. James Harden getting it to go from deep. No good from 18.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And he gets the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Wade passes to Wall. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. 8 points for Wall.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Oh, Westbrook.
The scoring
hit
fast
that
and
at the
furious as we
buzzer.
end the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 4. After this break, the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we welcome you
Ready?
back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to
Okay.
begin the second
Time to
quarter.
break ankles.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star
Some
Game.
separation.
We've got Okafor. Lowry out there with DeRozan. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the
No.
East All-Stars.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never
Go
going to see
Malone.
as much contact
Go
around the
Malone.
bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
I brought you back from like the
Lowry kicks to
19.
James. And lots of
Oh,
contact
I
there.
blocked
Missing
him.
the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You got
He
blocked.
gets right to the rim, but the defense there
Missed that, James.
to deter it.
I really like that he didn't shy away from
Okay.
the contact at
I
all.
almost
mean,
blocked
he was
him. That was
determined
close to a
get to
block.
the basket, no matter who was
He missed his
offering the
free throw, so
resistance.
that was a good foul.
To the inside.
Look at that pass.
Harden.
Harden, you got
The
pinched
pass
that.
was put in just the right spot. Harden's got the lead up to 7 out for the West All-Stars. And here are the East All-Stars now.
I'm gonna win the All-Star.
And they
MVP.
double up James.
I'm telling you right now.
And DeRozan kicks to Okafor.
I dare you to shoot that 3. That would be
LeBron
terrible.
dishes to Okafor.
Whatever.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting in
Oh
and
my
in time for the
gosh.
high
Stop
percentage
calling
shot. You know,
timeout.
obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Here's prime
Come on.
time. 14 points for him.
Fall. Just drop.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And he's good on the 3 ball. Prime time's got 17 now.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him. trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong
literally
at attacking the rim.
That just
I could
puts
get some
a little
assists
more
though.
momentum
Just
on
to
their
not
side,
like,
don't you think?
I'm not a ball hog.
The defense
so.
got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard
Oh, he
throwing
missed
down
it.
on you like that.
And Harden with the stuff.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks.
No.
He makes it look fun and easy. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of
Come on,
those.
Durant.
Wasted no time on that one. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to LeBron. They get a hand on it.
Oh,
Lowry kicks to
wow. That was insane. How did he... Again?
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break, pushing it up. And Harden with the stuff.
James got
What an
picked
incredible
twice.
run they're on right now.
Picked his
Offense as
pocket
well
twice.
as I've
Lowry
ever
saved
seen it
him the
play.
first time.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
It's
Yeah, I
blocked.
just block him.
Inside, here's prime time.
Ah, that was
and
terrible.
there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. A
That
big
was a
group
terrible
substitution
shot.
here for the East. Monroe's checked in for Okafor. Johnson comes in for LeBron. Dwayne Wade's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely
Why are they
new
double
group now
teaming
for the
Durant?
West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Howard. Anthony Davis comes in for Malone. Michael Jordan is checked in for James Harden.
Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for primetime.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And it's Wade penetrating. Here's Monroe. He
He's
sinks the
not gonna
11-footer.
miss it. It's pretty
Here's
obvious.
West now.
Okay, Jordan. Time to
They're on
shine.
an 18-7 run.
Where's Jordan?
Jordan against Wade. And they double
See,
up
they
Jordan.
double team him, and
Kicks
he
it to
has no
Gasol.
points.
It's stolen
That's
by
just the
Wade.
respect. That's literally the respect they have
Thomas
for him.
against Bledsoe.
He has 0 points.
Back to Thomas. 14 feet away.
He makes that.
No good. Great D that time from Jordan.
And
It's in
one,
there.
Jordan.
Davis with the assist. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Let's go, Jordan. So weird. He's young.
Timeout
He's like
called East All-Star. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the East.
so cool. You can
And
bring
West
guys
also
back
making a
like
switch.
that.
Prime
Awesome.
Time's checked in for Eric
Um,
Bledsoe. The dish to Thomas. Screened by Monroe from the wing. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Monroe's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean,
I
come
just
on
crossed
now.
him
You
up.
know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Dang it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Horford's checked in. Wade misses.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Come on.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been
Dude, I
more
just
determined
blocked that.
than their opponent
Oh my
thus far.
gosh.
First trip to the free
I
throw
blocked-
line for
I
him in
swear
this
I
one.
blocked that.
And the first
That
one
was
at the line
awesome.
is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with
Nice.
playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to
You
pay
say
off.
AJ?
Paul
I
Millsap is checked in for
thought
the
you said
East.
AJ. I'm like,
Paul
what?
comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Now, here's Millsap. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Jordan against Anthony. And here's Millsap
makes
from
sense.
the arc. And that comes off the
Every
assist by
time they
John Wall.
say something like
He
he
can
hasn't
be the
scored
engine
yet,
that drives them
that
at
I'm sure
any
will
given
change.
time.
They always do score. So weird.
Here's prime time, covered by Wall.
Oh
How's that for some ups? coming from
my
that one?
God!
He is a rarity among NBA point guards in his
Crossed him
ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
8 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wade. Misses the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers.
So as we conclude
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight.
Okay.
A sold-out building, the backdrop. What a first
That
half
was
performance by the
crazy,
West
that
this year.
move. Oh
They
my
did
gosh.
And that's
He
going to do
did,
it for
he
now as the
stepped
second
back,
half
and
is
then he
just
crossed
about
him
to
up,
get
and then he
started.
dunked
Now
it.
back to Kevin.
Okay, so time. Let's get back.
and we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Davis, and it's...
Oh my gosh.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled.
That's my
for the
fault.
most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Here's prime time. 27 points for him. Feeds it to Davis. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the East
That was
All-Stars.
the stupidest idea ever.
Here's DeRozan. The West All-Stars pull it in. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He missed it.
That doesn't
How
go
do
either
you
for
miss
Davis.
that
High
shot?
quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Russell Westbrook's checked in for prime time.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Lowry against Westbrook. Outside Lowry. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 8 points for Kyle Lowry. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know
Come on,
that every
Westbrook.
player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Now, here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Back to LeBron. Down low, and stolen by Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan.
Here's Durant.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300%
He can jump from
in
so
here.
far.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all
No, I
of
want
those
Brett
points
the boss
coming in
in.
the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Catching
whatever,
up
I
on
don't
changes
care.
for the West. Griffin's checked in for Gasol.
Come on, LeBron, you
Harden
can shut him
comes
down.
in for Kevin Durant. And
Yeah,
it's Eric
personal
Bledsoe
foul.
in for Russell Westbrook.
Another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Now here's DeRozan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's prime time. While recovering, plenty of daylight on that shot. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League
Wow,
coming
nice
into its
play.
own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Good game for Lowry. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Okafor, and Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Pau Gasol. Outside Jordan. To the middle. It's Durant on the wing. James covering. Davis, the pass to primetime. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Jordan outside. No good. Nice D from DeRozan. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Wade, he's checked in for the East. Ball comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And he can't hit the second.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's primetime. 27 points for him. That's good.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Jordan against Lowry. Gasol dishes to Jordan. It's stolen by Wade. 1:05 left to play in the third. Wall, that's good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Wall's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. It's Jordan on the wing. Here's primetime, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Shot from 12, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Back to Jordan. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to primetime. Back to Jordan. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Last All-Star shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Randolph passes to primetime. He feeds it to Westbrook.
Oh,
Malone with the
beautiful pass.
screen.
Let's
And
go.
Russell Westbrook good for 3.
Sorry, guys, I haven't been talking.
Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I was just Ugh.
No one near
No.
roll as he lets it go. Offline. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
It's
West
over.
All-Stars out in front, just dominating this one. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
We've got DeRozan. LeBron James is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Wall, and it's Okafor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And the dunk by DeRozan.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him
Oh my
unique,
God!
that combination of
That was-
power and polish.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Oh, that was a terrible
And
pass.
the West All-Stars with possession. Not watching
Oh,
the
they
line
got the
there. That'll be a
backward
backcourt
violation? That's terrible.
The West making some changes. Howard's checked in for Randall. Malone comes in for Blake Griffin. And Primetime subbed in for James Harden.
Let's just hit.
Boy,
let's
just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm
You
on
see
that.
this
You
guy?
can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Hayward after LeBron James's miss. That's good.
What a
Steph Curry
top-notch
layup.
game he's had.
Where is Steph Curry?
He's gotten them in front, and it
Why
sure
is he
seems
not-
like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for John Wall. And James throws it down.
Every All-Star game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That
Okay,
was another one.
let's come right back.
Lowry against Westbrook.
Oh, we missed.
They'll get another
Okay,
chance.
give it back. Give it back, Westbrook.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone.
Let's
here.
go, and that was better
Hammers the
too.
alley-oop
So
through.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
And he gets
Oh
it to go
my
as they call the
God.
foul. He's on his way to the line
that's
for one
so.
more.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And let's quickly check out the
Okay,
scoring
Westbrook,
breakdown
throw me
here
another
for the
one.
West All-Stars.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has
That
not
was
been
terrible.
a drop-off in the second half.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now, here's Lowry. DeRozan. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now
Why
a
is it still
timeout
playing
called by the
music?
West All-Stars.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Now here's Westbrook. To the paint. It's stolen by DeRozan. LeBron kicks to Lowry. And the call will be against Primetime. That's foul number 2 for him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
There's 3 minutes left in the
A
game.
wide open look here for DeRozan.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as
3
scoring, but
minutes
let's
left
see
in
if
the
he can
game.
eventually get back on track.
Screen by Howard. Here's Primetime. James covering, and Gasol comes to help.
Really, a jump ball with me and James? That's not even with him and James. That's not even fair.
And the West All-Stars have
Did I
possession.
seriously just win that jump
5
ball?
on the
That's
clock.
embarrassing.
Malone dishes to Howard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lowry passes to Gasol. And he gets
Why
the
don't you
bucket.
dunk
One
it?
of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside Westbrook. Malone with the screen. Outside Westbrook. Throws it up high. 5 on the clock. Prime time. The pass to Westbrook.
What the heck
The
is
West
happening?
All-Stars need to get a shot off here. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here are the East All-Stars now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6
No.
points. The shot by Lowry, no good. Malone passes to prime time.
I want isolation.
Screen by Howard. From deep,
Come on, I beat him. I beat him on that.
he dishes it to Hayward. Another shot. A rebound
I'm
by
off
Gasol.
right now.
Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. DeRozan's
Nice.
shot is good.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to
Wow.
share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Lowry drawing the double team. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He got that pass off. Unbelievable.
And it's
I
DeRozan
thought that
missing.
was a sure a block.
Hayward outside. Over to the left wing. Prime time. His 3-pointers off the mark. There's 39 seconds left in the game. From 13, another miss by DeRozan. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Tipped it.
The drive by LeBron. Howard down with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much
Oh
like
my
Greg,
God.
created havoc out there.
Can't make anything.
Now, here's Lowry. And the call will
Game
be
over.
against prime time.
Game over, guys.
That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Pass the ball. What are you doing?
Wade outside. So no problem.
So that's
for
the
West
game,
All-Stars
guys.
As they get the win.
And for the West, that's 2 All-Star victories in a row and 5 wins in the last 6 years.
So
It's
let's
been
see.
a dominant decade in
They're
this
gonna
event
show the MVP
for
of the
Western
All-Star
Conference.
game?
Probably a fitting illustration, guys, of where the majority of the talent is in the league these days.
Incredibly deep, you're right, and it shows year after year. Well, we hope everyone's enjoyed watching the All-Star Game 2016 as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. So, for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this
The 2K Sports
So-
post-game show.
I guess he's only a player of the game. But
And this year's All-Star Game, another classic and a long, just
So-
a monster first
so
quarter
thank
of
you
the
guys
game.
for watching.
He
Hope
came
you
out
enjoyed.
hot.